Despite what certain politicians would have you believe, conservatives don't hate black people. In fact, many conservatives are black people, so you can see where that would be problematic. Unlike what you're led to believe if you watch the mainstream media, the linchpin of conservatism isn't racism, it's respect for the lives of other American citizens, whether they be black, white, brown or whatever shade of orange comes stumbling out of a tanning salon. No matter who you are, or how you became to be an American, we believe, just like the Founding Fathers, that you are endowed with the inalienable rights, including that of life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness. If one of those rights encroaches on someone else's pursuit of happiness, they have a few options, but none of them including that person unless your life is at stake. Sadly, years ago there was an organization that rose up with the intent of ing off the black population in America because they did hate African Americans. That organization is Planned Parenthood. They have been instrumental in supporting every single abortion-related right and have facilitated the murder of all races other than the white race. Founder Margaret Sanger was no doubt a Nazi of the highest order. She believed in the supremacy of the white race and the inferiority of other racial groups. For instance, she once wrote, "It is said that the Aboriginal Australian, the lowest known species of the human family, just a step higher than the chimpanzee in brain development, has so little UAL control that police authority alone prevents him from obtaining UAL satisfaction on the streets." In an effort to carry on her legacy, abortion clinics across the nation routinely pander to minorities, especially the black community. PJ Media reports that one particular city is getting hit hard with a racist campaign to off the unborn generations of black America. In the new year, the abortion clinic Preterm launched a billboard campaign to reduce the stigma around abortion, and it seems to have specifically targeted black neighborhoods. Preterm reserved 16 billboards, each with the phrase, "Abortion is blank." Each billboard attempts to associate the ing of a baby inside the womb with a positive word or phrase. Some attempt to tie abortion with health. These signs declare abortion is health care, normal, necessary, good medicine, and even life-saving. Perhaps the individual human being who loses his or her life in the procedure might beg to differ. Women who have struggled with guilt and even some long-term health problems from the procedure might also take a different view. Rapper Eminem even recently released a song apologizing to his aborted child. Other terms associate abortion with practicality. Billboards describe abortion as right for me, safer than childbirth, a second chance, and you're right. Again, these utterly divorce the truth of the act, that it is a unique individual with DNA separate from the mother's, from the public image. Finally, another set of terms associates abortion with a higher plane of morality or existence. Billboards describe abortion as hope, a parenting decision, gender equality, liberty, a family value, a blessing, and even sacred. This is not your parents' abortion movement. The days of safe, legal, and rare might as well be ancient history for this campaign. According to Preterm, abortion is healthy, practical, liberating, and even noble. Locals have noted that the billboards went up in black neighborhoods. They are outright targeting black people and trying to put a happy face on abortion. "I am appalled by this," local radio host Davio Morrow is quoted as saying. A local who snapped 2 photos of the billboards lamented the racial targeting on Facebook. "If you live in the hood, companies profit off negative stereotypes and bad choices, race, poverty, low income, poor education. That's why you do not see this is Moreland Hills, Beechwood, Solon or other well-to-do areas," wrote Black Cleveland Avita Shields. In the inner city, the liquor ads, stores, unhealthy food options, stereotypes about your body, choices, HIV, etc. abound, she added. "Sometimes I hate the area I live in, but I despise the agenda behind what's advertised here even more." The Cleveland City Council has already reached out to Preterm about the billboards. Tragically, a black 22-year-old woman, Lakeisha Wilson, lost her life at Preterm in 2014, due to complications from abortion. Pro-life activists have noted that the Preterm abortion clinic did not have a large enough elevator for the stretcher, preventing the paramedics from moving Wilson to a safe operating room. It is truly tragic and deeply ironic that Preterm targets black women in the name of racial justice while ing the babies, all after a black woman died after the procedure at the very clinic. Abortion proved the opposite of life-saving to Wilson, costing her not only the life of her unborn baby, but her own as well. Is such a nasty procedure to be considered a family value, good medicine, sacred, and a blessing for Lakeisha Wilson? It was anything but a second chance. In announcing the campaign, Pritam encouraged supporters to share images of the billboards using the hashtags I love the above and my abortion my life. We want to push people to think about abortion in new, diverse ways with these billboards, Nancy Stana, Pritam's Director of Development and Communications, said in a news release. Twitter user Christina Dunigan took the campaign in a new and diverse way, tweeting a damning response, an image of Wilson with the caption, "Abortion is what I'd Lakeisha Wilson at Pritam." If we're being perfectly honest, the group that would be susceptible to this type of marketing would probably be completely politically opposed to the conservative agenda. Statistically speaking, there's likely a lot of welfare recipients in these areas who might off the mouths that the government, and by extension, the taxpayers will have to feed. In fact, if left alone, the Democrats might just off their entire next generation of voters. But none of that should matter when the life of a child is at stake. Those children have the right to grow up and make mistakes and learn what they want to be in the world. Even if we are too selfish to stand up for the innocent because it's the right thing to do, let's not forget that we're protecting the Ben Carsons and Des Bryants of the world. Pick a reason, any reason, but they all add up. Pro-life advocates looking out for everyone, and abortion advocates looking out only for themselves. For the web powered by Zergnet, this figure skating move was too provocative for the Olympics. Olympic figure skater handles wardrobe malfunction perfectly. Snowboarder breaks his neck in terrifying crash at Olympics. The real reason you don't hear about LeAnn Rimes anymore. Here's who Jackie Kennedy thought had her husband killed. The victims of the Florida school shooting revealed.